Sparking Zero has been having very good news released. New characters, local multiplayer, and a release date. However, with all the good news that has been released, I still have some things that I hope to see in the series. So this is my wishlist for Sparking Zero. The cutscenes from most Dragon Ball fighting games are very lackluster. I mean, don't even get me started on Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 story mode.
You really are a strange one, huh?
Literal chessboard pieces. The last great cutscenes in a Dragon Ball fighting game was Budokai 1, and that was 22 years ago. Well, I say no more. We have new technology, much more powerful graphic output. While it is true that we will be having what-if scenarios, which is fine, I still want the rest of the story to have an in-depth experience, okay? No more cutouts of the characters shaking and moving when they turn Super Saiyan. No more word balloons and word bubbles when they're speaking. Now, I did like the dialogue that would happen during the fights in Tenkaichi 3. That gave it a very sense of realism, like the anime. But other than that, they've all been pretty bad if you ask me, okay? Also, I don't want to see, just random image prompts to pick a story, and then once you pick the story, you go experience the story. No, like, give me a full board. Like, give me something like Budokai 3 where you're flying around and you gotta go start the battle. Tenkaichi 2 also did this as well. And this is Sparking Zero's chance to blow all of those things out of the water. Heck, if you need more inspiration, why not look at Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, okay? Take something from them and do it even 10 times better than Dragon Ball Z Kakarot ever could. We were in fear of this game not having local multiplayer, and we were right at first. The head developer spoke on how the game was originally meant only for single player and online multiplayer. However, some consideration, they decided to add offline multiplayer. I am assuming that the consideration came about after the outcry from fans all over the internet. So while we got our local multiplayer, we will only be able to play the hyperbolic time chamber stage. When doing so, now that blows. The hyperbolic time chamber is the most boring stage in every Dragon Ball fighting game. If they were gonna pick one stage, it could have been the city, it could have been the mountain plains, or Planet Namek. Or, if they're only gonna put us in a hyperbolic time chamber, and at least make it funny, put Mr. Popo in there doing a little dance or something. Now, the slightly good news about the fact that they added this local multiplayer at the last minute is that means they can add more things to it, okay? They can switch this whole thing up and improve everything. And that's one of the best things about this game. Hopefully they'll be able to add the ability to play multiplayer on any stage that you want, so I can go back to the good old times when I would punch my cousin right through a mountain and blow up the entirety of the Namek stage and turn it into the goddamn last part of the Goku and Frieza fight. And there's one more thing that I've always liked about the old Tenkaichi series that they did. Whenever you would destroy a piece of land in the Tenkaichi series, a Dragon Ball will be revealed. Now, if they can put that back in there, and you can use these Dragon Balls to make wishes for certain characters. Look, I know you guys love your DLC, but, a couple of hidden characters from Dragon Balls would bring back so much nostalgia for the fans, and I think it'd be a hit. So add that in there, man. Add that in there. Yes, the one good thing Budokai 2 was good at. Special fusions, okay? Not only did you have the great fusions of Vegito and Gogeta, you had failed fusions of Goku and Vegeta. You had failed fusions of Gotenks. You had Goku, okay? Who's probably the strongest character in the whole series, and they probably just don't want to bring it back. You had Super Buu absorbing Frieza, absorbing Cell, okay? We have a bigger cast now. Can you imagine Majin Buu absorbing Broly? Could you imagine Super Saiyan Ultra Ego Vegeta fused with Ultra Instinct Goku. Heck, you got Beast Gohan fused with Orange Piccolo. So many options for new and fresh characters can be done. We have bigger space, bigger graphics, okay? The ability to create original specials. This will make this game feel way more fresh than any other Tenkaichi game ever, okay? Bring back that one thing from Budokai 2. Everything else, leave it at the door. Well, maybe the opening. The opening for Budokai 2 was pretty dang good. Yes, I know these arcs have not been animated yet, but I say so what? We might not ever get another season of Dragon Ball Super, so why not get it in game form? If we can get movie characters and GT characters who are not even canon to the Dragon Ball lore, why not characters that are canon? Not only will you introduce a new group of characters to a new audience who probably don't read the manga, but also can potentially create new fans for the manga as well. There's also new characters from these arcs that I'm sure people will love to play as, such as Moro, Merus, Grand Supreme Kai, Granola, 7-3, Gas, Ultra Ego Vegito, and yes, most importantly, Black Frieza. This will increase sales so much, we might just get another anime season after this. If they do decide to add these characters, please do not let them all be DLC. I'll give you my money, Bandai Namco, okay? But I'm not going to give you that much money. Well, that's my wish list. What about yours? Is there anything that you wish to see in Dragon Ball Sparking? Let me know in the comments down below. Until then, I'm signing out.